Hey guys, this is Paddy from Techie Paddy and welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to do the final review of this laptop, which is the Asus F570Z. In this video I'll be covering up all the aspects of this laptop, be it performance tests, gaming tests, benchmark tests, video rendering tests, and how the laptop fares against these tests. In the end I'll be talking about my verdict, what do I feel about this laptop in the form of pros and cons. Also the pricing, that's the most important thing. So without wasting further ado, let's begin. So before we start talking about the tests and so on, let me just tell you guys that the physical specifications of this laptop and the core components present inside the laptop have been already discussed in the unboxing video of this laptop, so make sure you go and check that out. I'll leave the link in the description box so you can go and check it out very easily. Anyways, let us start with the benchmarking tools. And first of all, you guys, you might be knowing that I've been using those two tools, as the 3D Mark and Nova Bench tool for the benchmarking tests. But here we have done something different. I have discarded the Nova Bench tool and we have used another tool which is called as Heaven Benchmark, and it is much better than Nova Bench, honestly. So what I have done is I have tested this benchmarking on two modes, that's the battery as well as charging mode, and all the other tests have been tested in the same modes, the battery as well as the charger mode. Let's begin with the Heaven Benchmark tool. Okay, and as you can see on the screen, this is a graphical representation which is battery versus charger. You can see on the screen that the minimum FPS for battery is 3, maximum FPS for battery is 30.3, and the score is 501. Whereas if you switch to the charging mode, you have the min FPS is 13.4, max FPS is 61.8, and the score is 1161. So you guys can see that there is a notable amount of difference between the scores as well as the FPS ratings for the laptop when it is on charger versus when it is on battery. Similarly, if we go to the 3D Mark tool, you can see on the screen when it is on battery the score was 1210, and when it was on charger the score was 1849. You can see that this laptop really performs well on charger. So if you are a person who likes to game and would like to get the best optimal settings, you should go for this charger mode, and that's it. But I'll be also talking about the cons of this. Is if you use the charger mode, you use it heavily, this laptop tends to heat up a lot. So this laptop, as I might have mentioned in the unboxing video, has a AMD Ryzen processor and an NVIDIA GTX 1050 graphic processing unit. These two, when in the combination, are kind of causing some heating issues in this laptop. Okay, maybe it's not a fault of the processor or the graphic processing unit, I fear. It's just that the ventilation isn't properly given in this laptop. So if I talk to you guys, if I'm doing some gaming right now, I have told you that the fan is situated over here behind this laptop. So this fan spins, throwing out a hell lot of hot air, and while I was doing this benchmarking, I was measuring the temperature of the graphic processing unit, and when it was on battery it was somewhere around 67-70 degrees Celsius. On charger it went to 94 degrees Celsius. So it became that hot that the fan started spinning at a very high RPM, and I had to cool it down by just shutting off the benchmark and shutting off the laptop. So guys, if you are going to be using this laptop on all this heavy conditions, make sure you use a cooling pad, because it is very necessary for tests like these, or heavy processing unit like this. For a normal user using Word, Excel, PowerPoint, your normal video editing and so on, it is not an issue, it is perfectly fine. It only comes to the rendering part that it heats up a little bit, but not that much as it happens in benchmarking as well as gaming. Now let us proceed ahead with the video rendering test. So the video rendering test is again done on the Adobe Premiere Pro 15 software, and the previous video, which is the unboxing video which you guys might have seen, has been edited on this laptop using Adobe Premiere Pro. Alright, and I have done a few times, measured the amount of time taken for rendering the video, that around 14-15 minute video, and the CPU GPU percentage utilizations. Please observe on the screen this graphical representation where you can see that On battery, the rendering time took 70 minutes with CPU utilization of 81% and GPU utilization of around 25%. Whereas on charger, the rendering time took around 25 minutes with the CPU utilization of 100% and the GPU utilization to around 30%. So guys, there you can see that the GPU utilization isn't that much, but the CPU utilization matters whether it is on battery, whether it is on charger, and you have seen the difference. The quality does not deter, it's just the rendering time takes that much amount of time. So you guys, if you are in a hurry to do the proper rendering, you want to do speed up the process of rendering, so that use a charger, nothing else. So let us talk about the battery life for this laptop. So I must say that this laptop has a very good battery life, so around 4.5 hours or something. Normal usage, this laptop work. On heavy usage, it will work to around 2 hours or something. So that's normal and it's absolutely fine. What I felt is that sometimes during the charging, it used to heat up the bottom side a bit, and nothing else I could feel. But let's talk about the charging. And first of all, let me just tell you that if you can observe on the screen, the battery was at 10%. The time was 4:07 p.m. okay, and this charging finished at 18:05, that's 6:05 p.m. and I feel that this is fast charging, okay, and this charging is really impressive. The adapter which is provided supports fast charging, and this laptop does support fast charging, and it charges very quickly, and it is very good for people who just like to charge their laptops. You have 2 hours of break and get back to work. And because the normal laptops usually take around 3 hours or something for a full charge, this is taking 2 hours, so that's a good thing. So guys, let me present to you the next test, which is the audio test for this laptop. Well, in this there is a small change. We have combined the audio and the display test together. So after this clip, you will see a video where a 4K video is being played on this, so you guys can be the judge how the display is, how the colors are, and how the sound quality of this is. For me, I feel the display isn't great at all. This anti-glare thing has ruined it. It is completely washing out the colors, okay, and the audio is fantastic. So the speakers are really good. There's something called as a Sonic Master which is supported over here, and the headphone jack is also brilliant. So why am I talking everything? You guys can see how the display is and audio test. Here we go. So that was the audio as well as the screen test for this laptop, and now we are going to do the gaming test for this laptop. As Asus mentioned that this is an entry-level gamer's laptop. So how does it fare in gaming? You guys can see it on the screen after this clip. Here we go. So let us talk about the mouse and the keyboard of this laptop. As you can see on the screen, that's me using the keyboard of this laptop, and you can see that this keyboard is a backlit keyboard, so that's good when you're using this keyboard at night or you're working at night when there is very less light around you, and all the functionalities are given on the top of the keyboard, so that's a really good thing. But what annoys me the most is the numpad is a bit small, and if they had to make it so small, it's better they should neglect it and extend the keyboard so that it is a proper the keys are proper spaced out and it's easier to use. I have made a few mistakes while using this number pad over here, and I didn't like it at all over here. The arrow keys are alright, so there's not an issue about that. My question to Asus is, why is the control key so big? It's bigger than the enter key as well as the shift key, so that's quite strange for me, but that's fine. Somebody you can learn to live with it. They could have actually extended a bit of the space bar and resize the control key, because mostly people just start using the space bar and so on when they're typing. Talking about the mouse, so the trackpad or the mouse pad is very smooth. You have the proper I like the lining around the mouse, so this green lining, it makes it really look cool. And the mouse pad also attracts a bit dust and also fingerprints, so you need to keep cleaning to extend its life and also presentation wise of this laptop. Now let's get to the final part, which is the verdict, which consists of the pros and the cons. So let's talk about the pros and cons for this laptop. So first of all, what I like about this thing is the keyboard and the mouse. So keyboard is good, backlit, functions are all well placed, except the numpad, which is kind of small. They should have neglected or given it some more space. Mouse pad really great. That edges around it is really giving it a cool look. Actually, that blue edges which is giving it a cool look to this laptop. Next thing is the sound quality. The sound quality is brilliant of this laptop. Audio jack as well as a speaker, really good sound quality, I must say. Fourth thing is lightness of this laptop. So the laptop is quite light and is easy to carry around, so that's good. And fifth thing is all the ports are giving. There is no compromising of any ports. CD drive has been removed, due to which there is more weight reduction, but some prefer CD drive, so they will have to look into another option. That's all I can say. And last but not the least, I feel that providing an AMD Ryzen 5 processor with an NVIDIA GTX is a good decision. This is a very good processor, I must say. Okay, let's talk about the cons. First of all, the display is not good. The anti-glare film which is on the display is giving it a washout color, so it is looking like overexposed. The viewing angles are terrible. So the main drawback is the display of this laptop. So I will not buy this laptop because of the display. Second, the laptop's keyboard has that numeric pad which is a bit small, which I have already mentioned. Third, heating issue of this laptop is really bad. The laptop actually heats up a lot because of the improper ventilation around the laptop. I really needed a cooling pad for this laptop actually when I was doing heavy processing like benchmarking or rendering and so on. So that, imagine how much it heated up actually. The processor is good, no doubt, but the heat dissipation isn't that good. And that's all I can say about this. And last but not the least, let's talk about the pricing. Pricing is 52,500, around something like that, and I feel it's a bit overpriced. Firstly, 52,500, the display is not up to the mark. Secondly, they could have provided an 1050 Ti if possible. Okay, if possible. Thirdly, I feel that they should have worked on the build material of this laptop, because the display is a bit flimsy. Even if I shake it like this, it's a bit delicate. Drop this laptop, it's gone. Actually, I have not done this stunt, but I'm really telling you, one push, it's gone. So you have to watch out for this. And heating, something you'll have to take care of this. So basically, overall, if you ask me, this laptop is worth around 43 to 45k. That's it. It's not worth 52k. Okay, I don't know why I feel that, but this is my verdict. And if you ask me where would I buy this laptop, definitely not. The major letdown is the display. So looking at the display, I will not at all enjoy this working on this laptop. Okay, so it's good for rendering and other purposes, that's fine, but display heating issue is the main thing. Charging is fantastic. Asus should start providing this kind of a charging and this battery life in other laptops also, and I will consider them. But no, I will not go for this laptop. So that's all I can say about this video. Let's end this video now. So that was the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel Techie Paddy, this is your first time, my name is Noel Padgaonkar and this is my channel Techie Paddy. Do subscribe. If you have any comments or any feedback, please do leave it in the comment section of this video. Please share this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.